up, guys? Giving this another go. I have this thing set up on my dining table. Sun is literally right in my eyes. Don't know if this is how I'm supposed to shoot. Don't mind the noise. Don't know if you can see it. Don't know what I'm filming right now. Construction. Hey, bud. So we just bought a townhome, so hopefully this construction thing won't be an issue for too long. We have the inspection today and a bunch of stuff going on with that. So just got a mic, got a Rode? Yep. Rode mic with a U-rig thingy so that I can hold it on there. Turn it into quite the filmer here. Just got to learn how to use it all. So yesterday I brought the GoPro to a class at Tomahawk Mx. I had a night class. We had about 9 or 10 students. Track was unbelievable. So I played around with some settings. I did super slow-mo, which is the coolest thing in the world. And I can't wait to play with this more. I didn't realize how good it actually is. It goes to like 12% speed. Super, super clear, super smooth. I didn't really do anything cool as far as jumps or whips or anything with it because I didn't realize it was so cool. Definitely going to play around with that from now on. Then I did the 1080p with the super stabilization or whatever, the boosted stabilization. I think that looks better than the 2.7. It just, motocross is like the most shaky thing you could be doing. So I think if we can get better stabilization, it's probably the better call, even just if you're reducing, what is it, 2.7, 1080p, what is that? It's not frame rate. I don't know. I think it looks better. With the 1080p, hopefully this looks good because this I can't see anything. I need sunglasses. With the 1080p, you can't get the super view, so it doesn't give you as wide of an angle, which is fine. I think it looks good, but where I had it mounted, and you'll see, I had it aimed right at my visor. So, and it was with the 2.7 super view. No, that doesn't make sense. Why? I don't know. Anyways, a couple of shots were aimed at my visor somehow. Don't know how. You can still see the track, but the visor is just flapping around on top. I'll get it figured out. I did order I keep wanting to call it the Django mount, the Dango mount for my mouthpiece, so that way I don't have to worry about the visor. And I think it will give it a slightly lower perspective, because I think it looks cool when you can see the handlebars and stuff. And then we did a little... And then I had left it on. I left it running for some of the class so you guys can get a little POV perspective of me teaching class. The sun was going down, so I don't know if it'll be the clearest footage in the world or the best audio for that matter, because I'm just talking and the thing is on my head. But you can hear me. Again, if you guys have any suggestions, it was awesome last time. It was awesome last time how you guys commented the old Django mount. Ended up ordering it. So any suggestions? I don't have all the money in the world, but I'm going to kind of throw some money at this. And tomorrow, what day is it today? Tuesday. Tomorrow I go to SGB Racing. Just had a Supercross track built. Gonna kind of film there and have some fun there. So again, suggestions down below. Guys, subscribe. Trying to get to 10K. We're getting there slowly. The videos will be better and better. I'm investing in the equipment. So enjoy.
All right, so it's way more obvious from here. I mean, this is important, yeah. Logan, so little 23 in the KTM, was doing a good job of swinging way wide here. And what that does coming in wide is it gives him the extra option here. If he wants to cut in, he's got the angle to do so. If he wants to ride the outside, he can easily do so. My line of taking the rut on the inside, it doesn't enable me to get all the way left, but that's not the line I was taking. What's critical here, and you can see it from here, on the middle or to the right side going up this first part, you see the 3 rollers? You have to treat that as if it's a triple, kind of. The biggest thing is the 3rd roller, which is the light one with not many dirt marks on it going up the front side of it, and I can go and point them out in a second. You need to make sure that you stand until you're past that roller, and then you can sit and get the drive. So 81 on the 450 was doing a decent job of coming up over, even though you weren't lofting the front end or doing anything fancy with the bike. You were at least standing until you got past the crest of the roller, and then you would sit down and get some good drive. 102 in the KTM, at first what he was doing was actually doubling up, and then he was making the mistake of sitting down in the pocket in between that. So he was seat bouncing the 3rd roller, getting kicked into the air, ton of wheel spin, and then losing all of his forward drive. A straightaway like this going up a hill, yeah, it's rough the whole way, but again, just like I explained over there, you're gonna have your 2 or 3 bumps or 2 or 3 holes that really stick out as being the worst, and those are the ones you have to strategize around. So for 81 and 102, the guys that are looking to jump all the way over that step up, that 3rd roller, so the landing of the triple, we'll call it, is what you have to strategize getting over. So when I demonstrate this really quick, you'll see what I do is I just simply tire tap up over, or even if I don't get the drive to tire tap, I can really stand and manipulate the bike and then sit and get that drive once I get over. Logan, coming in wide in the 65, was able to get left, and I'll demonstrate this option as well. When you go up that hill, you can get so far left if you angle this corner correctly that you can basically go where there's no dark marks in the dirt because nobody's gone there yet. That's going to be smooth as well. That's really the only smooth real estate left on the track, is as far right to the point where you think you're going to be grinding the edge of the track, and as far left as you possibly can. But then you got to weigh your options. I mean, do you really want to waste that much energy and preload the crap out of it when really you could just scrub and land on top and get the wheels to the ground anyway? No. But for the sake of doing a drill and trying to accomplish a jump in a rough situation, let's say if that were a double, like if that were Laraco's leap and you had to get to the downside, then yeah, it's worth the extra little, expend that energy to get to the downside, yes. Yep.
What's that? What leap is it?
It's a big triple redbud. If you watched on TV and studied it, you would know. So see that dark mark on the far right on the takeoff? That's where you have to go to make it smooth. I think you guys were riding probably, you know, six inches to a foot further left than that.
That was when I first came through here, it's like a little like rut that goes through it, and my back tire hit it and it slung me, but I was tight, so it didn't really do anything. Yeah.
Right, as long as your legs are tight and your hips are unlocked, that bike can dance around under you all at once. I mean, trust me, there's times all the time where I'm landing sideways, my bike's hopping sideways. The 3 biggest bumps are the last 3. So that means you have to be off that darn rear brake, and I'll sound like a broken record, you have to be off that rear brake by the time you get to those last 3. And that's the thing, guys, is remember, you cannot sit until you're past the last bump. So if that last bump is halfway through the turn, you're not sitting until halfway through the turn. If let's just say, theoretically speaking, that last bump was here, yeah, you could sit here, and that's where I would sit, just to get set up a little earlier for the turn, get on the gas a little earlier and a little smoother. But we got a big bump here, you still have one here, and then just with the way that rut is formed and it has that deep hook, that's why I personally do stand a little bit later. You guys can sit a little earlier, but just make sure you don't sit until you get past that.